I feel as though this entry is necessary, since a growing and stubborn doom is beginning to grow in my heart. Every morning I wake up fearing it will be my last, and I don't want the records of my life and those I've known to be forgotten. For posterity's sake, here are the accounts of what occurred following the outbreak. I, Jules Wade, fled the school in Riverside after I recognized the refugee center there was going to collapse. In my pursuit of seeking out the safest location to survive, I found myself making my way to the country club. That's where I first met Marcus. Marcus Conway was the groundskeeper for the country club and discovered me wandering around the course in an attempt to find the main building. He took me in, no questions asked. When we arrived, I met Mr. and Mrs. Martin, Greg and Kathy to be precise. I liked Greg. He was a farmer from the center of the county and could easily be described as one of those hard-working gentlemen that you knew wouldn't stop working until he dropped dead. Also, he was quiet, which I prefer. His wife, Kathy, was far less composed. She constantly worried about her daughter in Louisville, understandably. Last, and certainly least, was Kevin. Kevin was Marcus's brother, and he had come to find him at the country club when the outbreak started to run rampant. I don't know the full extent of his life, but he was very proud of his 20-year sentence in the Rosewood Correctional Facility. He never went into details of his crimes. Kevin was loud, rough, violent, rude, agitated. Everything his brother wasn't. Though they were brothers, no two personalities could have stood in harsher contrast with one another. My hand is growing tired, so I shall try to conclude. Most importantly, Marcus is the reason that I'm here today, having saved me from one of the infected early on, and suffering a bite to his chest in the process. Though it allowed me to live, I hate him for it. All I can think about is how differently things would have turned out if he had simply let me die. If Kevin hadn't rightfully blamed me for his death. Maybe the Martins would still be alive. If I do perish in these coming days, I wanted to make sure I recorded the selflessness of Marcus Conway, a good man with a good heart, who saved a coward who might end up starving anyway. Now at least my guilt won't die with me, being immortalized on these pages. Jules.